You may know him from such movies as True Romance, Higher Learning, and my personal favorite, Deep Blue Sea. That shark was nasty. Next week, he's bringing his talents and comedy to the Imagine Theater in Royal Oak. We're talking about none other than actor and comedian Michael Rapaport. Michael, thank you so much for being here this morning. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be coming back to Michigan, Royal Oak, and I'm excited to be talking to you. How's everything?
Hey, everything is great here. Hey, tell us why you love performing in Detroit and the metro area here so much.
I mean, the crowds, the people, you know, Michigan, Detroit is a working class city. I'm a working class guy, and I have friends there. I performed there. I did my first movie ever in Detroit in 1992 called Zebrahead. I love Isaiah Thomas, Rick Mahorn, and those bad boy Pistons, although I'm a Knicks fan. And I'm excited to be coming back.
Oh, we know you're a Knicks fan. I'm going to touch on that a little later on. But first off, I'm kind of curious how, you know, your acting has influenced your approach to stand-up and comedy.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, acting, you know, I'm a performer. So when you go on stage, push comes to shove, it is a performance. And I try to bring some theatrics into my live shows. You know, they're definitely interactive, you know, but being in front of a camera is very different as opposed to being in front of a live audience, because as you know, anything can happen at any time. And that's the sort of, you know, thrill of victory and the agony of stand-up comedy defeat that you experience both times throughout a night doing the show. I mean, I feel like you're never in total control of a show, and that's something that, you know, excites me.
You know, I've seen many of your films. I have a great love for Deep Blue Sea. You might have heard me say that earlier, but I don't want to talk about a 25-year-old movie right at the moment. Talk about something a little more modern. You're a podcaster now. You're not afraid to shoot from the hip. So I'm curious, how do you incorporate, you know, your views into your stand-up? Do we get a lot of those?
Definitely. You know, the stand-up show, my stand-up show, and the shows that I'm going to be doing coming up in Michigan at the Imagine Theater, they're very spontaneous. I talk about current events. I talk about my life. I talk about, you know, growing up, talk about being a father, talk about being, you know, a son, talk about being married, talk about being divorced, and definitely talk, you know, current events. And these shows, the 18th and 19th and 20th, are really special because I was planning on coming a few months earlier, but because of some anti-Semitic threats, we had to reschedule them. So it's going to be good to be performing.
You know, one of your special guests, Mike Young, one of our producers, saw him, I think, last weekend here in Royal Oak as well. Tell us about, you know, your collaboration with him, what you know about him and what fans can expect from him.
Well, Mike Young he's a good friend of mine, and he's a Detroit kid. And, you know, we work together. We've been friends for a long time, and he's kind of like a brother to me. So we're going to play around, you know, and obviously it's going to be comedy, but we're going to do some special stuff together, just, you know, impromptu and just sort of more interpersonal, because I think he'll know some people in the crowd, and, you know, it's his home turf. So I think he'll be very comfortable, you know, doing that with me.
All right, we know you love the ball. We know you love the hoops. You mentioned a lifelong Knicks fan, but you gave the Pistons some love there. We're hurting here this year, NBA-wise in Detroit. Your Knicks going to the playoffs. Can they overcome the Randall injury? What do you see coming from them? How into this playoff run are you?
First of all, don't cry me any rivers about you guys being hurt. You've experienced championships, okay, with the bad boys, with Rasheed and them. So I don't want to hear. We haven't experienced a championship since 1973. So cry me a river. Listen, hopefully, you know, we'll be able to do something in the playoffs. You know, Randall's hurt. OG's a little banged up. I think we're putting a lot on Jalen Brunson's back, but he can handle it. He's young. And you know, hopefully we could stay, you know, there's no more ankles or thumbs or toes or shoulder injuries, and, you know, we could be competitive. But the good thing for Knicks basketball is that we are on the, you know, we are on the positive side of the horizon, because it's been a long, arduous, rough road, like I said, since 1973. We need a championship. Playoffs mean nothing. Second round, Eastern Conference final means absolutely nothing to us.
All right, when you put in perspective like that, I guess that 2004 championship doesn't seem that far away in the Pistons' rearview mirror. Let's talk a little bit about your podcasting, Michael. I mean, I really was reintroduced to you probably about 10 years ago. You started making guest appearances on certain podcasts. I really like just how open you were. How enjoyable is that for you to get on your own podcast and just vamp?
I love doing the podcast. The podcast is close to the stand-up comedy. You're the boss, you're the actor, you're the you're the producer, you're the writer, and for podcasts at this point, I mean, podcasts are like Facebook pages. Everybody has one. My gardener has one. My plumber has one. My super has one. But I'm a professional podcaster, and we've been doing it for almost 10 years now. And it's something. It's like an audio diary. And I'm able to talk about anything and everything, anytime, in any which way I want to. So sometimes they're serious, sometimes they're just totally ridiculous. But it's something that I've been doing, and I haven't really missed any weeks in 10 years. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks in 10 years that I haven't podcasted. And when I don't do it, I feel like I'm like I'm missing something that week, because it's such a part of my life now. I really love doing it.
All right, you're going to be in the Imagine Theater April 18, 19, and 20th. If people want more about you or where to get tickets, you have a website you want to point them to, Michael?
All tickets, all information is available at michaelrapaportcomedy.com. I'll be in Michigan the 18th, 19th, and 20th, and I cannot wait to be back in the D, as you call it.
I love to hear that. And just in closing words here, give me a few words about working on Deep Blue Sea. How enjoyable was that? I know it was 25 years ago, but you must have some fond memories.
Man, I don't think it was that long ago. I mean, we had a great time. The cast was awesome. Samuel Jackson, obviously, that was exciting to work with him. LL Cool J. I will say, being in the water I think we shot that movie for 4 months, and being in the water every day for 4 months was not my favorite thing, but the fans loved the film, and it was a good time. It was a good wet, splashing time working in Mexico on Deep Blue Sea. It was fun.
All right, I don't want to make you shudder here, but Deep Blue Sea released 1999. Hey, time, we can't stop it, Michael. It just keeps ticking.
Are you serious? That's crazy. Was it 99?
1999.
That is insane, man. That is crazy. You burst my. I thought it was like, maybe 17 years ago. That's crazy.
Well, I'm glad I could help you out.
Time is flying.
You've done so much, you got to check back in your IMDb, see when all these things were. Michael, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. This has been truly enjoyable. I'll see everybody in Michigan the 18th, 19th, and 20th. Take it easy, you guys. Have a great day. Can't wait for it. It's going to be a great show. Thank you. More to come.